Hello everybody, my name is Socorro. Thank you for joining me today. So today I want to talk about the contact that ETDs have made with us. The race is called the Palladians, and they're from the Milky Way galaxy, and they gave us these messages. So I'm going to read because I had to take notes. Okay, so we are told about how mankind is in the biggest transition right now in our history, and this transition has already begun. Earth is shifting to the 5D, and so do we all have to shift to the 5D so to continue to survive, really. So they're going to be bringing ships down for us to get on the ships and for them to teach us how to prepare our bodies for the multidimensional aspect of, travel through space and so on and so forth. I was told that our souls are older than Earth. We all have lived many lives. We are immortal. Our souls continue to live and learn how to ascend. We will have the atomatic particles of love and light is our heritage. Jesus came to show us how to live, but the government and the rich kept secrets from us about who we are and what we're doing here and what we came here for. They wanted to keep us as slaves. So as you know, the elite government is already non-existent just about because they're all getting busted for child pornography and different things like that. But people are are getting mowed down, basically. They've already given the call. You have to prepare, get ready. It's time. The time is here. The time is now. They right now are waiting in space for the call to be given that we're going to proceed. So they're waiting for, they're very anxious to meet all of us, to teach us. If people don't understand on their own, we're going to have solar flashes, and this occurs once in a long while. But these solar flashes will be able to raise everybody's vibration at one time. But they'll be doing different parts of the world, and give and take whatever's happening, I guess, at the time. But they want you to know that these solar flashes are coming, and if your body is not used to the 5D, or if it's in 3D dimension, you're gonna stay stuck. It's like staying in hell. Like Earth right now is our hell. So as we're rising to the 5D, we're raising our consciousness. It becomes more lovable, more tolerable. People are understanding that our thoughts create our future, and if we have bad thoughts about what's going on, like if you're watching somebody judging, watching TV, the things that you watch, things that you eat, things that you hear, everything is super important because your spirit takes all that in. And so right now they're asking us to purge all that stuff. We have to heal our wounds. We have to heal our families. We have to, our society has been crumbling for a long time, and nobody's done anything about it. Broken homes is broken people. Broken people is broken children, and so on and so forth. And because of the rat race of us having to, sometimes single parents have two jobs in order to support ourselves. Everybody's lost interest in honest living, and everybody's taking shortcuts, and not just shortcuts, but morally. I don't know, these last 3 years I've seen a lot of immoral stuff, and that's not for me to judge, but I'm saying out of the normal. I've seen women drug their children so they could be having sex parties at their house. Literally drug their children and their husbands so they could unknowingly be having sex with other people in their home at the same time, and this is multiple people, not just one person, multiple people. It's random because these people are giving other people roofies to have sex with them, to exploit them, to pimp and pander them, to sell videos of them having sex, on the black market. These men are predators. These men are in covens, witch covens, um, men covens. These people say that they're not gay, but they're all bisexual. They're all, and it's like a hate women type thing, and their thing is, they spread HIV, they spread diseases, they don't care for themselves, and here they're going to unsuspecting to your daughter, your cousin, your friend, your sister, your mother. They're everybody. They have no kind of morals, no kind of ethics. You know, and let us go on. So right now, they're asking us to purge all this stuff, and it says for us, no pointing fingers. Like right now, I don't mean to point fingers. I'm just bringing it to awareness because this is what happened to me. I was plotted against by my community, and I'm still being plotted against now. The Social Security system, the welfare system, my HAPWA. These men plotted to give me HIV so I can pass away. So they can sue me for giving them HIV when it was really them who gave it to me. These men manipulate, and these women. I mean, and these videos that I've found of me in orgies, when I had been drugged, also, there's women holding me down in these videos. Women, Now, if you don't know karma, honey, you better find out, because if you got children, that's what's going to happen to your children. Everything that you put out, you're bringing it back. Everything you throw out is like a boomerang. It comes right back to you. So people are not safe. People are using black magic, voodoo, hexing, cursing, using their God-given gifts to hurt somebody instead of bless somebody. This is what I'm talking about, morality. People have no moral compass anymore. And you know it. Are you sleeping with your neighbor? Are you sleeping with your coworker? Are you sleeping with your boss? Is your boss fucking your husband? Because it is happening every single day. Those men that, I'm going to go with the boys. Yeah, they're all fucking having sex parties and fucking each other. Yes, they do. And I'm sorry to break that to you that way, but it's the truth. And more women are finding this out every day. So the way we purge is you spend time in nature. These light codes are being released to us in the sun. So you have to be out in the sun to receive these light codes. And then once you receive them, you have to ground them to Mother Earth. That means sitting on the ground, meditating. And with the intention, setting the intention, I am going to ground the light codes that are being downloaded to me to Mother Earth. And then once you finish that, your next meditation should be, now I'm going to fill my cup. Lord, fill my cup to overflow. And then you start projecting your love out to the community. And in turn, it's just like a circle. You give love, you get it in return. Everything that you say is coming back in return. Everything that you do. So, so meditate first, and then, all you do is feel your heart, put your hand on your heart, set your intention of what you're gonna do, and then you do it, and that's it. It doesn't have to be for a certain amount of time, but you must be purging. Right now, with these planetary things that's going on astrologically, is there's just like a push. Jupiter's coming, and it's pushing all this energy out, and it's up to us to release it to the universe, so the universe can wipe it away. Addictions, addictions, habits, whatever. I don't even want to go there because people think I go off on it. I am not a prude. I love having sex, but you know what? I've learned that safe sex is the best sex, and people, obviously are not caring, and I remember it was, almost 10 years ago. So one of my friends, he went to prison for almost 8 years or something like that. So he's out now. So this was before he went to prison. We ran into this homeless guy in Gilroy, and the homeless guy was telling us the story that he was married. He had a family and everything, and then he started realizing that his wife was kind of acting funny. Well, his wife was having sex, having these sex parties, and he says, and it's all crazy because everybody's just like dying to have sex, and they fuck, they do this, they have this, and what, and at the time I'm looking at it like, wow, that sounds sort of kind of crazy, not knowing that it was going to happen to me, and it's happening to you. Even if you don't know it, it's happening because this is happening worldwide. Okay, so it's very important for us to purge and to let love permeate your body, and give love freely. We are blessed with things so we can bless others. We are given wisdom so we can share our wisdom, not to keep it to ourselves. Right now people have to speak out. This is happening now, people. This is happening now as I speak. This is not going to happen in the future. This is happening now. Get ready. It's happening. Because if you're not ready, you're going to get left behind. You're going to get left behind. Because they're not going to be there. It's just like the universe. They're not going to be picky. What did you do? No, either your vibration meets their standards to get on their ship to start the new world, or bring heaven down to earth, or you're basically just going to die and have to live the whole same miserable life again, just like before. So I'm told that once we like switch over and everybody's integrated or whatever, that we will no longer have to reincarnate, that we are immortal, but basically we're going to live in the 5D, in other words, like in a heavenly realm here on earth. So keep your pants on for that one. So heal your body, mind, and spirit. Love, forgive all. Holding on to pain and experiences is all that is going to delay your ascension. So please purge. You are worthy. Everybody is special. Not one is more better than the next. Everybody has their own mission. Everybody's on their own space. Everything that you see and touch, you could see and touch, is part of you. Everything is energy, and we as a collective are one. We are all one. And when you start to realize that when you're cussing somebody out, or you're doing this or you're doing that, all you're doing is cursing yourself, because it's like their reflection is right back at them. When people don't like you, it's none of your business, but at the same time, even though it's none of your business, it's a reflection of them. Like if somebody doesn't like you for no reason, you just run into somebody and, oh, I don't like that girl, I don't like that dude, it's all because they have a problem with what they see in you. Sometimes, like I'm a big trigger person, so they call me Trigger as my nickname, sort of, kind of, because I trigger a lot of people, and I do it unknowingly. They just don't like my light. My light makes their demons uncomfortable, let's put it that way. So they always have to feel like they have to compete against me. They have to try to get me down. And it's, basically what they're doing is they're just letting themselves open for entities to attach to them, to act out, because they're showing that resistance all the time. So when you show resistance, it's telling the enemy that, oh yeah, like, I'm one of you. I'm one of you, So be very vigilant about that. It's time to balance our bodies, the male and female. It starts with first taking responsibility to forget. Second, forgive yourself and others, and heal. Take the time to heal. And after you heal, you apply yourself to service, because everybody's here to serve other people. You're not here just to be yourself. Everybody's here to serve other people, humanity, one way or another. However you do it, that's on you. But another way to raise your vibration is by laughing, dancing, enjoying, doing the things that bring you joy. The enemy prowls around like a lion, ready to devour anybody that he finds. He wants to destroy your joy. He wants to take your peace. And before, I used to think like, well, he just doesn't want us happy. But the whole thing is when we're in joy, that's when we manifest, because when we're in joy, we're flowing. We're flowing with the energy of the universe. And when we flow, everything that we're thinking about is setting itself up to come down to the 3D. So everybody used to say that our thoughts are very powerful, what you focus on all day. So if you're focusing on, fuck that bitch and this cunt or that dude or whatever, however you say it, whatever, if you're focusing on that, that's what you're going to get back. That's what the universe, you're telling the universe that that's what you're focused on. And so the universe is going to give you more of that. So if you want to be happy, you have to put out happy thoughts. You have to be thinking of good things. We create our future. So it's up to us to sit, meditate. And our imagination is what holds us back. If you have imagination, you can create your future how you want to create it. Write it, speak it over and over until all of a sudden you believe it and it comes to pass, because all it takes, as Jesus said, everybody who asks, if he believes, he will receive. If he doesn't believe, he will not receive. And he was telling us how to manifest right there. You have to believe it. And once you believe you're worthy, that you're enough, that you're lovable, that you're kind, that you're sensitive, that, you're perfect just the way you are. Because we are all, when we come to earth, we're all equipped already with everything that we need inside of us to fulfill our purpose. So if you're looking for outside, how do you call it? Validation, somebody to validate you, somebody to make you feel better, because these people are chasing after me, I feel good. No, it's not about them. It's about you. If you don't feel good about yourself, you're always going to be looking for other people and other people and other people, because, pretty soon that person's going to either, have their own thing or just not pay attention to you as much if you're not paying attention to them. And they just need more people and more people. So they're going out just using people, and it's this vicious circle when all you have to do is, instead of looking outward, is look within. Because it's the man in the mirror that faces you every night. It's the man in the mirror. When you go to bed at night, that the man in the mirror is in your head, and it's up to you to change your thoughts. If you could change your thoughts, we could change our life, So don't point fingers, no hating, no jealousy, no envy, no greed, no fighting, dude. And women fight against women, men fight against men, and, families against families, and it's all just a ploy to separate us, to make us feel that we're separate from the rest, that we're different from the rest. And if you are good, because that's what we need to be, everybody needs to be their own self. Everybody's here to be their own self until you realize that you're worthy just the way you are, no makeup, no matter what you say, no matter what you do, you're perfect. And you could sit in that peacefulness where you don't have to do this, you don't have to do that, or, just, anything. You shouldn't worry about what other people say, because what other people say is none of your business. If nobody's speaking to you, it's none of your business what they say about you. Be glad when they speak about you, because when they speak about you and hate you, you're doing something good, because nobody talks about you when you're not doing nothing good. Well, yeah, they do, but not as much as when you're just out trying to be your best, and people can't stand that because they're lazy, because I don't know, because they don't have no goals, because they don't have the unction to get up and fucking work for what they want and make things happen in their life. You make things happen in your life, not anybody else. You have to find yourself valuable enough to say, hey, I am worthy. I deserve love. I am love. And start giving love instead of expecting to receive this and expecting to get that, and being in this relationship because you need a place to stay, or you be in that relationship because they give you money, or be in that relationship because they fuck all kinds of people. Whatever your decision is, you don't have to be looking for outside. All you have to do is sit in yourself and be good with yourself. And it's up to you to believe it. It's up to you to change those thoughts, because once you change those thoughts that are coming in and interrupting you every time you're saying, you have to start by being aware of what your mind is thinking, what you're concentrating on. And sometimes it's really literally focus. You have to focus, I'm not going to say it's going to be easy, because for me it's been hard. I struggle with addiction, and I've struggled with addiction for over 30 something years. And I started my addiction when I was raped, and through this rape, 15 years later, after, I've been in and out of prison, I've been drugged through the mud or whatever, I realized I started remembering my rape back when I was 20 something years old, 22, 23 years old. And that changed the whole trajectory of my life, And because I couldn't remember it, I thought it was just me deciding like, oh, I have this wild hair up my butt and then this is what I want to do now. No, I went from night to day, from one person, it changed my whole personality. Not to mention black magic, because I do got to throw that in there because yes, I was cursed and I was hexed for many, many years, not knowing, why I was using drugs, where I was, uh, growing up, I was always against drugs. I was into the holistic thing, I was into karate and, Zen meditation and all that stuff in my younger days. So, then after I was raped and stuff, I sort of kind of like just took on this other life and my whole life changed. So, it's very important because, as I was remembering my rape, like after I initially remembered, like I got those first sparks, somebody triggered me and I remembered. From that day, it was almost 5 years where I kept that secret, and I kept that secret because I was ashamed and because, I felt guilty that it was my fault that these men had raped me, and almost 5 years later, I had to just, confess it one day because literally it was like every time I was getting a flashback, a little piece of that night, it was like getting raped over and over again. It was like just getting raped again, just getting raped again. And going through that trauma so many times, so many years. So it's very important for you to get this pain out that you have. Everybody's holding on to all this stuff that holds us down. Get rid of it. Speak it. Say it. I release this. It's time to heal. I want to face this. Speak it out. Every time you speak something out, I am worthy. I am a child of God. I do deserve my inheritance in God. I am abundant. I am prosperity. I am loved. I am enough. I am special. I am kind. And let me end that for today. I hope you enjoyed that. Please take note. This is not a test. This is truly happening. Thank you. Take care.